I quite enjoyed the movie Weapons and would recommend you to go to the theaters in a night show because when you return back after a late night show, the vibe of a suspense horror flick like Weapons kicks in even better. The movie Weapons is set in the fictional town of Maybrook, Pennsylvania, USA. One night, suddenly 17 children disappear at exactly 2:17 a.m. in the night when all of them walk out of their homes with their arms stretched wide apart. All of them belong to the same class at the same school. Only one child called Alex does not disappear and is the lone student remaining in the class. This naturally leads to a lot of suspense and drama in the movie, which introduces us to several characters. The first one, of course, is the class teacher of those students, Justine Candy, played nicely by Julia Garner. She brings a modern touch to a suspense horror drama. Then there is a police officer called Paul, played by Eldon Ehrenreich, who plays his part quite well. There is some chemistry shown between Justine and Paul. Then, of course, there are the parents who are naturally traumatized by the incident, and one of them is Archer Graf, played by Josh Brolin. He contributes nicely to the movie as well as the action. The school principal is naturally an important character due to the nature of the incident, and the character is played by Benedict Wong as Andrew. There is this naughty and mysterious tramp who gets caught up in the whole imbroglio, and that is the character of James, played by Austin Abrams. He contributes to the cool moments in the movie and does contribute to the suspense and horror as well. Alex, the only kid who remains unscathed while the 17 other children disappear, is played by Carrie Christopher along with his mysterious clown looking aunt called Gladys, played by Amy Madigan. Amy Madigan does look like a scary clown, and clowns are always scary in a scary movie, aren't they? Anybody could be the culprit for the disappearance of those 17 kids. And I'm not going to give you the plot away. You have to go and watch the movie. But I can tell you that the director and the scriptwriter do a very nice job of unveiling the story in front of you in different chapters, one each from the perspective of the different characters. For example, one from the perspective of Justine, the class teacher, then from the perspective of Paul, the policeman, then from Archer, the father of a lost kid, and so forth. Each chapter ends mysteriously and also connects with the other chapters and makes the story go forward. I found that an interesting and an intelligent concept. The final chapter is from the kid Alex's perspective, who doesn't disappear as the 17 other kids, and that takes us to the climax of the movie. Together, all the chapters keep you wondering what's happening and what's going to happen next. Now, the movie is certainly about the supernatural with a voodoo element in it, and the director has certainly taken the creative liberty to link the plot together, so you cannot have 100% logical debate about the plot itself and its validity. You have to just accept it in the end, but it is still interesting and gripping to watch. I did feel that there is one weakness in the movie though, and that is about the villain. By all means, the villain is revealed in the movie, but what is not explained properly is the motive of the villain to do all that the villain is doing, which includes going to the extent of kidnapping 17 children. If the motive was explained well, then I would have had no complaints about the movie at all. There's a little bit of a dark humor in the climax scenes, like the fight scene between Archer and a possessed person, and that reminds you of those fake wrestling matches, or the kids running in the end with their arms wide stretched out and doing something which, even though consists of horror, but in a strange way is humorous as well. In the end, I would imagine that the movie would appeal to some people and not to the others, and I fall in the category where the movie did appeal to me. I think the director Zach Kreger has done a good job with this movie, which tends to keep you engaged and has a good combination of drama, suspense, horror, jump scares, and a little dash of dark humor as well. There's a reason why it is called Weapons, but I won't spoil it for you telling why. To find out why the movie is called Weapons and what are those weapons, you will have to go to the theaters and watch this movie called Weapons.